Hey guys, it's Maymay and welcome to today's video of 2020. Is it my first craft video of 2020? I'm pretty sure it is. So I had an idea and I want you guys to participate if you would like to. I just think this will be really cool for us to do. This is the deal. We're going to call this series Make It, Sign It, Send It. And I'll be doing at least one of these a month. But today we're going to make 2 cards and I'll tell you what this series is as we go. So I have 2 card bases. This is A2 size card bases and 2 envelopes. So I need, unfortunately, 2 sympathy cards, and I'm going to make those today with you, and I'm going to talk to you about my plans for 2020 and this project. So I went into my paper stash. You know I like to let the paper do the work, right? I went into my paper stash, and I found this beautiful paper, and I'm going to make one of my cards portrait and one of them landscape. Did I do that right? Portrait? Yeah. Okay. And then one of them is going to have a piece that looks like this and a companion piece that looks like this, and the other is going to have a piece that looks like this, and then a companion piece that looks like this. I just think that'll be pretty on the card, especially for a sympathy card, those soft florals. I think that's gorgeous. So I think I'm going to glue those straight down. Let's do that. So make it, sign it, send it. What is that? Here's what it is. So many times we make cards and we hold on to them. We kind of hoard them. We don't send them. Now, even myself, I am guilty of this, and we have a card ministry. I still will make cards and hold on to them. But what I want to do this year is I want to be conscious of this. I want to make a card, sign it, fill it out, and send it in the same sitting. In other words, I don't want these particular cards to be made in advance. I had that one sideways. I want to make these as I need them and one at a time. My plan is at the beginning of the month, if not more, to think of a specific person that needs a card from me. These 2 are going to 2 very special friends of mine, and I want to think of specific people that I want to make a card for. I find when making a card for a person in particular, it's so much easier because I know their colors that they like, their style, I know the theme of the card I'm going to be making, and it just makes it easier for me when I'm making it for somebody. But here's what I found. If I make it for that particular person and I sign it and put it in the envelope same day and get it in the mail, I will get it to the person. Otherwise, if I make it in advance and just have it in a stash, I won't. So what I'm encouraging you to do is at least one a month. Now, if you could do one a week, that'd be even better. I know that you can. One a month, I want you to make a card, sign it, and send it. Now, this does not include cards that you might give out for ministry or bulk cards you might make for somebody else. Here's what I want you to do. I want this to be very personal. I want this to be people in your life, okay? I cut these pages a little short, so I'm going to trim this card down. It won't matter. It'll still go into my envelope, and that's how I'm going to fix that little mistake I made. But I want this to be people that you know. These particular cards, I don't want you to send to like card calls or anything like that. Here's why. I know there's people in our lives that need to hear from us for different occasions. Hopefully you won't have to make very many sympathy cards this year, but I know there are people who need to hear from you for any number of things. Maybe they need to hear from you about congratulations or happy birthday or I've been thinking of you, whatever it may be. We need to let people know that they're in our hearts and on our minds. I'm going to stamp this to say with sympathy here, just like that. I'm going to do 2 of these. And I just think we need to this project needs to be done personal, okay? So you might be thinking, but I don't know people to send cards to. Okay, I'm going to give you some ideas. Maybe your mailman needs to hear from you every now and then, just a thank you card. Maybe the girl who rings you up or the guy who rings you up at the grocery store, and you don't have to mail it, you can deliver it. Maybe you've heard about someone who's going through a hard time and you could hand deliver or mail a card to them. Someone in your circle, okay? It matters. I know it seems a little silly, like you're probably thinking, but why can't I just, send it to some card ministry or what have you? But people around you need to hear from you. So this is my challenge to you for 2020. Make it, sign it, send it. One a month or one a week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't really know the number I'm going to be doing yet. I'm going to try to be very, very mindful of people in my area. Isn't that pretty? People in my circle that need a card for a reason. And I'm going to try very hard to make a card and get it in the mail to them. But I know I'm going to do one a month. But honestly, one a month is only 12 cards a year. I know I can do more than that. So If you hear me talk about make it, sign it, send it, that's what I'm talking about. So these cards today are make it, sign it, send it cards. Now I want to add a little something extra here. Let me show you. I'm going to go to the paper pack. This paper pack, by the way, is stunning. It is called, is it Belle Fleur? I think it is called Belle Fleur, and it's by Photoplay. I want to use a sticker from here to dress up the card even more. Let's see what this one looks like. Maybe in this, oh, that's pretty. I like that one right there. So we'll use that there. So let's find one. We can use a bigger one here. Oh, look at this one. Let's see if this one will work. Just something soft and simple. That'll be beautiful right there, won't it? Okay. So I think what I'll do is stick the sticker straight down in the solid color and then pop this up in the front. So I might add a little glue to this. Now here's the deal. If you do this, and I hope that you will, I would love to hear how it's going for you. You know, what's your process? Do you listen for someone to say, hey, so-and-so needs prayer? Or are you missing somebody maybe at church or someone in your circle you hadn't seen in a while? You know, what's your process for picking who you're going to do your make it, sign it, send it card to? And don't let them sit. If you make it, sign it, and then send it, that's what we want you to do. That's the challenge for this year. All right, so let's put this guy down. Now, I'm going to be signing and sending these, but obviously not on camera. These are personal cards. And, you know, when you do your cards, I'm not asking to see what's on the inside, obviously. So I will be filling these out and sending them. I think those need to be popped up. I think those will be pretty. All right, let's use some foam. I'm excited about this idea. Everything comes to me in the shower, right? Everything. And this is one of those ideas that I was like, oh, make it, sign it, send it. So many times we make cards. And we put them, I could pull out cards from my stash and not have to even make them. I could just sign them and send them. But I love the idea of specifically spending time making a card for somebody. You know what I find? When I'm making a card for somebody, I even spend time thinking about them while I'm doing it. And I love that. And you can even write that in the card. You know, while I was making this card for you, I was thinking of you. Maybe you're praying for them. I just think it's a cool idea. So remember, people in your circle. I'm not telling you to not do your big card giveaways when you do for, you know, like cards for soldiers, cards for children. I'm not telling you to not do that. Just telling you to be specific this year and really try to make a card for somebody at least once a month. Somebody very specific, someone you're thinking of in your life. Maybe a teacher, maybe your children's teacher, just to say thank you. Maybe a Sunday school teacher. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the people who pick up your trash. Honestly, how nice would it be for them to come home or just the end of the day go, look at this card I received today. I love it. I have my envelopes out ready. So these are the 2 cards I'm going to be sending this week to start with. Again, I wish they weren't sympathy cards, but they're very needed at this time. So I'll be sending these out this week. And my challenge to you this year, make it, sign it, send it. All right, guys, you'll hear more about it because I'm really excited. I don't know where this will go, but this is a great idea that I think it's a great idea. It gets me making cards and sending them on a personal level, not just where we're sending them out, you know, in masses, but on a personal level. Hey, thanks so much for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a super easy card to make. I think you could see how that one went together pretty easy. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be participating in Make It, Sign It, Send It at least once a month, once a week if you could do it? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.